Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Bonding with Bingus, and today we are going to be making a ham, cheese, and tomato toastie. And I've already started getting the ingredients out, so first I'm going to grab out the bread. And next I'll be grabbing out some ingredients from the fridge, including the tomato, which I'm just going to place on the cutting board there. And next is going to be the cheese and the ham, if I can actually grab it out of the fridge. Okay, now that I got the ham and the cheese out, I'm just going to place it there, and then I will be starting with the butter and the bread, which I haven't actually gotten out yet. Let me talk to my mom real quick to see what I need to get out of the fridge. There we go, there's the butter, and next we'll be getting the butter knife out. And next I will be buttering up the bread. Scooping out some butter to butter up the bread with. Careful with each of the corners, making sure that the bread doesn't tear, just like that. And I forgot to grab out a second slice of bread. Excuse me. I forgot to grab out a second slice of bread, and now I'm buttering that up. Once again, being careful with the bread, making sure it doesn't rip in half. Next I'll be placing the cheese on the bread, quickly having to open up the cheese packet, because cheese sometimes comes wrapped these days for some reason. I don't particularly like this cheese, but it's all I've got, so I have to make do. And now putting the ham on the sandwich. And I'm eating the last slice of ham for some reason, and placing it to the side where it is cleverly fallen off camera. And now I'm going to be cutting up the tomato, not with the butter knife, but with, in the secret compartment in my kitchen. Let me quickly fail to cut open or cut a tomato. And now here I've finally gotten the knife to cut the tomato with, and using the claw method to ensure that I don't cut my fingers. Fortunately, with a tomato like this, it's not going to be pretty easy. Here I'm making very uneven cuts along the tomato. Now that we've got our tomatoes cut, we can finally... Okay, never mind. Now that the tomatoes are cut and on the sandwich, I can now put some salt and pepper on there. Now this is gonna give the sandwich some nice flavor and a little bit of tiny bit of spice from the pepper, which will make eating this pretty basic sandwich a whole lot better. Closing the bread up, and now grabbing out the toaster, or the sandwich press. Here I am, apparently struggling to get the sandwich press working, and now magically I've done it with the assistance of my own mother. There we go, placing the sandwich on the sandwich press and pressing it down, and now I have to wait, pretty much wait till it's done. The sandwich is now done. Checking it now, placing it back down because I wasn't too sure if I wanted it to be like that yet, but now I've actually finally decided that I'm going to turn off the sandwich press and open it up. And now I'm going to do something that you don't really want to do, but I decided I was going to take the sandwich right out of the cleaning rack, out of the sandwich press, and put it onto the cooling rack, which is not something you generally want to do. But waiting a few seconds, placing the sandwich there while I go get the plate to cut the sandwich. There's my face. My lovely, luscious face. And here we are, placing the plate down, putting the sandwich on the plate, and making the final cut along this middle of the sandwich. Here I am cutting more than I actually need to, because the ham is pretty tough. But there we go, we finally have our ham, cheese, and tomato toastie.